Okay, Father Miller here. Welcome back to the Nerd Father Friday afternoon stretch. A little bit late, as I was telling Ian and a few others, and that might be joining us. It's ordination weekend in our diocese, so the one of the professors I had when I was in the seminary is out here from Philadelphia, and I just had lunch with them.
Oh,
So it was good. Good to see
very
him.
nice. Very nice.
He said gas in Philly is $5 a gallon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here
I
it
mean,
is about $4.19.
I don't drive, so none of that affects me. There's no point in driving in London. Absolutely no point. Don't get
Well,
anywhere.
I might have to rename the Stream Elements donation page to be my gas fund.
to go to Dallas.
Well, not just Dallas in general.
Yeah.
But how are you?
I'm okay. I'm all right. Sorry, I can't be on screen. My light's not working. Otherwise,
That's
you just
fine.
see a silhouette.
That's fine. So you said you saw Top Gun.
I did indeed. I did enjoy it. It was fun, but everybody. What was puzzling is that everybody was saying, "Oh, it's really good." I listened to the Drinker. Drinker did a review on it, and he was saying it's brilliant and this and that. Yeah, I thought it was okay, but I think the reason why a lot of people are saying it's brilliant is because we've been starved of this stuff for a very
Yeah.
long time. It's like if you haven't eaten in days and then somebody gives you a Ritz cracker and you think that's the best thing in the world. I think that's why everybody's saying it. But to be truthful, it was enjoyable, but it wasn't, genius piece of filmmaking or anything like that. It wasn't fantastic. It was okay. I thought it was okay, and it did its job, and it did its job
It's,
very well.
I mean, it's one of those, as you probably saw, I saw it on IMAX.
I saw it in
And it's
IMAX as well.
one of those that you got to see on the big screen just because of the awesomeness of the scenery. And I was trying to think of the term to describe it to the rabbi this morning.
But it's because they didn't use any back projection or anything like that or any effects. It was all done for real, wasn't it? So that's the
PJ,
reason why it looked
Aye.
great on IMAX. It looked terrific on IMAX. That's why, because everything was done for real. All the shit, all the planes flying in the sky for real. The Tom Cruise, my
and they
God,
didn't do that. They didn't do that with the original.
no, they didn't. They didn't. No, it's all back
Still not
projected.
seen it. Not a big Tom Cruise fan, and the original Top Gun never did anything for me.
I don't blame you because I didn't like the original Top Gun either. I thought it was absolute nonsense. I actually thought it was like an advert, basically, and and an advert for joining the Navy, I
Well, they
guess.
said it kind of was.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I just didn't like the first one at all, and I just thought it was really
I prefer
daft.
the spoof Hot Shots.
Yeah,
Ouch.
yeah,
Not hot
yeah.
shots.
But this one
That
was
was
much
fun. That was
better.
a fun movie. I must admit, I preferred the spoof of it.
Yeah. This one was much better than the first one, in my opinion. Definitely, it had a story, and you were engaged, and it also was very cheesy as well. Everybody was
Yeah.
so good looking,
Well,
and
I was going to
yeah,
say it was a perfect mix of comedy and seriousness.
yeah, yeah. He still looks good, old Tom Cruise, doesn't he? Bloody hell!
Kelly McGinnis does not look good for her age.
No, that's why she wasn't in it. I guess. I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
I just do not like Tom Cruise.
I
I
don't
think there's
either,
only
but
one movie I like him in, or two, tell a lie.
Mm.
The one he does the dance with, I can't remember.
The one he
Risky
does,
Business.
Risky Business.
Risky Business. I
Yeah.
like that one, and then
Mm.
Rain Man are the only two movies I like
Okay.
him in.
Yeah,
And I think
he
it's
had
because
wonky teeth, didn't he?
it's his earlier stuff, and it's a bit silly. I
Yeah,
think
that's
after he became quite a big hit, he just seems so pompous. It just affected anything I see him
Do you
in.
know what? Right, he is pompous in real life and all this, the religion, or you can call it a religion thing he's into. But you can't fault him for his dedication for making movies now. It's
Yeah, no, I
unbelievable.
can understand it. Even the fact that he does his own stunts and
Mm,
some of the stunts he's done look amazing, but because of it's the same as some actors. The pompousness, just in it because of that, I can't
it
watch them
affects
again. It's
you.
like Ron Perlman now. I can't watch
Mm,
any of his stuff
mm.
because the pompousness of him just ruins him. Anytime I see him, I just think about how pompous he is. And
Right.
apart from Hellboy, and that's the only one that I really could watch him in now.
Mm.
Ice Pirates, sorry. I like Ice Pirates. He was Ice Pirates.
I do like him in the Mission Impossible films, though. I think the last 3 Mission Impossible films are absolutely amazing.
I never
Pretty
liked
good
the
stuff.
Mission Impossible because I like the classic ones, the classic Mission Impossible, and the fact that they changed who the villain was. The first one just put me
Yeah.
right off it.
Yeah, a lot of people said that.
Yeah, so I didn't even watch after that. After the first one, I didn't watch anymore.
Mm. Oh,
I don't
what's
know
the
if this is
verdict?
breaking news. I don't know. It looks like there's a countdown. So
Wow.
I don't know if this is
My wife's been watching that.
I've
I've
been
not
watching the
been watching
Rakita
Glued to
Boss
YouTube
stream.
for the last a wee while, and she's been saying, "Oh, can't get enough of it."
I have not been watching that. I've watched bits.
I've heard
It's
bits and pieces from
I
it.
tell
I've
you
not
what, I'll
watched
put
it.
up the Rakita stream.
it's so obvious that she's lying, though,
Oh, that's
in
what my
many
wife said.
aspects.
My wife
Mm.
said she'd never thought in about it until she started watching this. Then she realised how much she lies through her teeth.
Mm.
Yeah,
And also,
as she said, she'd never heard of her before this trial.
there was a video today where she was getting cross-examined. I think it was a couple of days ago, but I saw it today, and it was obvious she wasn't answering any of the questions. And when she was put to the test, saying that you said this, that, the other, and this other person says, she wouldn't admit that, that she was in a lie. Basically, she just kept saying.
Yeah.
Also, she didn't give any of the money to charity that she said she did,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
called that up as
Donate
well.
Did you
versus
give money to
pledge.
charity? I placed it. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
No, did you give it? I placed it. Yes.
yeah.
That's okay. I
Did you give
pledged
it?
23 million to my diocese.
Yeah. Tell somebody who's actually ever said that. Yeah, I'll give you the money soon.
Yeah, I know,
It
it's
never
crazy,
does.
isn't it?
Oh wow.
But as well, that's one of the habitual lies. The money's in the post.
It's very dangerous, though, what they're doing, especially putting it through entertainment like this. It really is, isn't it?
See, that's why the legal system to me is failing across the globe, because they're making it into entertainment.
Well, your wife
problem.
appreciates it.
She appreciates it. She loves it. She's glued to it. But that's to me, it's a case of it shows how bad it. And she was telling us that, according to some of the stuff she's read, there's 12 people in the jury. One of them needs to side with Amber Heard, and it goes for her. So if one person, and I says, how can that work in a jury if one person can vote for her, side with her, and Johnny Depp loses, even if the other 11 side with him?
That's how crooked the thing
Sorry,
is,
it's
isn't it?
just verdict watch.
All right. You thought there was going to be a verdict?
You thought
it was going to be a
You figured
dun, dun,
something's
dun.
going on.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
it's crazy, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
unbelievable. As I said, life's become really strange. I really now I don't go on social media. I'm not on Facebook. Well, I still am on Facebook because of my relatives around the world, but
That's
don't
exactly why I'm
I
on
don't
it. I've got
engage.
about 11 or 12 followers,
Yeah.
something like that.
I don't
Basically, because
engage.
I only go on it to look at pictures and things that are happening with my family. I don't post on it.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
also Twitter, I put stupid things up now. I don't engage in arguments or anything like that. Instagram, I really like people's pictures, but again, I know what most of them are doing now. They give me every second of their life.
Yes.
It's absolutely crazy.
I even know what half of them are eating at that
Yes,
point.
I'm saying.
Because they post it. I don't really care if you're having fish and chips. Believe me, I don't care what you're eating.
You know what makes me laugh is when you've got really, because there's one pretty girl that I met a long time ago, and I follow her up because I met her, and she had this thing where she was like asleep. I'm like, you're not asleep. You're holding that camera up. Do you know what I mean? I get this stupidness.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I do. I do find some things that people put on. I was caught unaware by this, and it was an accidental upload. You mean you went click, 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 upload? Yeah, it was very accidental. It's silly things like that. Or my dog stood in my camera and it took a photo, but the photo's from above. It's really very. It must be a flying dog.
PJ, what was that? What those There's new stuff on your shelves. Are they plates of Doctor Who?
They're plates. John Wayne plates.
Wow,
I got
cool.
21 of them. They're part of my box opening stuff. They are absolutely amazing. Look.
Yeah, they're cool.
That's Hondo.
Oh, brilliant.
And it basically tells you.
Okay.
And I've got a load of them. I've got cowboy, military, everything. And I'm going to actually.
He's trying to put it on. Reminds me of
But
my mum.
I got a load of them. There was 20 odds. So I've got them all up the top shelf and I rotate them every so often.
Right.
So
But
yeah,
they look good though.
They actually are absolutely stunning. So they are. I bought them from a friend who was clearing out his collection, and I bought the lot.
And what's the shirt you're wearing, PJ? Oh, Judge Dredd. Excellent.
Oh, Judge Dredd, of course. Yes, I've got a load of new T-shirts. I got a load of new ones. A couple of them say Grandpasaurus or the grandfather on Granddad in Training. I've got a load of new stuff. I got one for my birthday from my grandson.
And you're wearing a T-shirt, Father.
I am. It's 90 degrees here, but anyway, to answer Evan's question, no, I am not.
I remember my dad was friends.
What's wrong?
It's good. It's a good beard, mate. It's a good one. I remember my dad was friends with the parish priest. The priest was named Father, correct? He's gone now. He's in heaven probably. And I remember my dad invited him to see Jaws. I don't know if I've told you this story before. And he invited him because he'd never seen Jaws before, and it was VHS. So my dad got him in, and he put the VHS in. And halfway through the thing, his collar was off, and he was like really focused. He was really focused on it. After the film had finished, he goes, "I've never seen anything like that in my life," because he was so amazed. So amazed with the film. It was crazy. It made me laugh. That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Is that a Funko?
Yes, it is. It's a superb Funko. Look at that.
Yeah.
The orca.
I'm trying to kick their shark away.
Yeah.
So I have the Law and Order channel on in the background, so I'm keeping an eye because if there's a verdict while we're live, we're going to turn to that.
Excellent.
What
do you reckon? What do you reckon, Johnny or Amber?
Johnny.
Well, I think it'll go that way, but as I said, just based on what my wife says, that if one juror votes for her, then Johnny loses it. That shows how, because it could be anybody for any reason. I don't like Johnny Depp. I don't like somebody that does drugs. I don't like
someone. You don't like anyone, do you?
I think all males should pay for it. It could be for any reason. It doesn't need to be to the sound of it. One person can vote for her, and that is it. Why would they have 12 people in the jury if one person can overturn it?
Yeah, and I mean, her career is toast.
Yes.
Well, I don't know about that.
Need to pay all that money because accordingly, if she wins it, she gets a load more money.
But
I don't think so because they were saying something on that on the closing arguments today.
Yes, but it's what they're just the closing arguments. Surely, that is the judge can make that decision.
I don't know whether her career is going to stop because it seems like the most logical thing to do in Hollywood is not a logical thing to do, if you know what I mean.
And the thing is, I think you're
your
right.
beard's rubbing on your mic. We can hear it. Oh no, maybe it isn't. I don't know what's happened with your mic. It's making crackling noises. I thought his beard was rubbing on it.
I thought so too.
Is that better?
It's better.
Yeah.
Better, yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe I hit the connection at the back. I need to watch. I need to be very careful. I need to get a new mic for the looks of it. That's the second time that's happened. But I think it won't necessarily, because you think about it. If somebody deliberately puts her in, look at the negative publicity they're getting. And as they say, all publicity is publicity. It's good publicity. Because as soon as somebody starts talking about, that person's in this movie again, and isn't that terrible? People will go just out of the factor. They'll get people going just to see. If it's bad or if it's taking a joke aspect of it at Johnny Depp's any reason. But
do you know what?
Doing it just for publicity.
I think basically if she wins, I wouldn't be surprised if she did win actually, because Hollywood is so corrupt, more corrupt than it's been ever. I think I wouldn't be surprised if she does win.
Okay, so I got to play this clip from yesterday. I just love this. I shouldn't, but I do.
To that, okay?
All right.
How have you suffered publicly as a result?
I mean, look at her. She's all calm and everything, and then she goes to emotional.
Objection.
When she looks at the jury.
Overruled. I am harassed, humiliated, threatened.
Humiliated. By who?
Every single day.
By who?
Even just walking into this courtroom, sitting here in front of the world, having the worst parts of my life.
She can't even act.
Things I've lived through.
Yeah, basically the same as Johnny Depp. So everything she's saying about her, even in the courtroom.
Here we go.
That not anybody goes to court
every day. People want to put my baby in the microwave.
People want to put her baby in the microwave. Has she got a baby?
Yeah,
well, my wife says it was mentioned about a baby, and that is the first time the baby has ever been mentioned. Anytime she's read anything about her, the baby has never been mentioned. But accordingly, she had a baby last year.
Here, I wonder.
And they tell me that Johnny threatened. Microwave.
Johnny Depp.
People want to put my baby in the microwave. Tell me that.
It's crazy. This is absolutely crazy. The world's gone crazy.
Who ever really thinks that they want to put a baby in a microwave?
But the problem is, as well, is what's that got to do with Johnny Depp? If somebody says that online.
That she's mad. The thing is, as I said, right, the whole of the system now is corrupted. We've got the mad people running the asylum now, all of it, right across the board. So as I said, I wouldn't be surprised if she did win, because the evidence is against her. And you know, like for instance, Bill Crosby's out of jail. How did that happen? Do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you know, the thing is, even if Johnny loses, I think he's still going to have a career.
I don't think so. He hasn't got a career now.
He's not got.
I don't know. Robert Downey Jr. says he wants him in the movie.
Well, that's the thing. Robert Downey Jr. That's great if he says that, but you're not talking about Hollywood there, are you?
How much clout is he going to have to actually get it? Because if the people with the money say no, it's not what you want.
I'll tell you, I would go see another movie of his. I mean, I actually do like his movies.
Yeah, he's a good actor. He's a good actor.
Recasting him in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
No, there was talk. There was talk he might be in Beetlejuice, the second Beetlejuice.
The thing is, though, he needs to get a role that isn't a Johnny Depp role. He needs to reinvent himself. That's the thing. That's what he needs to do. Because I do get tired of him being Johnny Depp all the time. I think he should be like you know. I always remember that film. I saw him in, noticed him in, Who's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Oh, I never.
That's a great movie. He was terrific in that, and also Leonardo was absolutely brilliant in that movie. Totally brilliant in that movie. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's a really good movie.
Okay, I've seen the parody of it.
I've not even heard of it.
Here we go.
It's a really good
movie.
Bit
of it.
Is this the parody?
Yes. Hold on.
All right. Okay. Now, how do you know it's funny if it's a parody and you haven't seen the original?
Well, because
the whole point of a parody.
Oh, Arnie, you're my knight in shimmering armor. Oh.
Wow. I guess running away builds up an appetite.
Mama! There's a storm coming, Mama! Ooh, scary! Scary storms up there,
Leonardo's
Mama.
character.
Mama, Mama, you're hiding from me, huh? Mama's hiding from Arnie. I know that. Mama? Mama?
See, that means nothing to me because I don't even know.
You haven't seen the film, yeah?
I haven't seen the film, so the rest
I've
of
seen
the
it,
parody part.
yeah.
Mind you, American Dad, I think I started watching a wee bit of it and then I realised that I wasn't even finding it funny, so I just stopped.
It's okay, Arnie. I would have taken a crane to get her out. And this way, she won't be a joke. The doctor said
It's a good film. If you ever get a chance to watch it, Leonardo plays a disabled child, and he's brilliant. He's absolutely. I thought he was like that in real life because he was just starting out. And I saw this film and I thought, oh God, it's good how they got that, disabled kid to do that. And he wasn't. He was acting. So that's how good he really. I mean, Leonardo's a good actor. He's just been giving crap stuff recently.
Nowadays, he was stealing somebody's role because you can't have able-bodied people playing disabled people.
Well, that's what they say today, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's basically. So you're saying is nobody's allowed to act because they have to play themselves.
I think that's crazy. I think, as I said, the world's gone mad.
Yeah,
as far as I'm concerned,
that's why I stopped watching new stuff. I just watch classics.
Everybody keeps saying to me,
I'm watching The Survivors with Robin Williams and Walter Matthau.
All right. Everybody keeps saying to me, "Oh, you should watch Obi-Wan. You should watch Obi-Wan." I'm like, no, I'm not going to watch Obi-Wan.
How about Obi? No.
You got dogs and pirates hats.
Oh God, what is this?
That's Lima's.
What is this?
Yeah, that is.
That's Lima's.
That's outside the trial.
Oh God, what the hell? People are just mad, aren't they? Do you know what? Right, what's interesting about fandom is I've always considered myself a fan of Star Trek, Star Wars, Doctor Who, you name it. I'm a fan of anything that's geeky. But I will not put my life on hold for this stuff at all. I will not let it take over my life, and I will not argue with a friend about it either. I will agree to disagree with someone, and that's where it stops. But some fans, they're just crazy. They will fight for something. They will, put llamas outside a bloody. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
It's like the old one between trekkers or trekkies, depending. Some of them, they argue with it. Oh, it's trekker. No, it's trekkie. It's trekker. It's trekkie. No, it's basically somebody like Star Trek. So if you want to call me a trekker or a trekkie, I don't take offence to either, because I know what you're meaning. But it was the one about the trekkers via the Star Wars guys. No, Star Wars is better. Star Trek is better. Sorry, I still stand in the middle and say the two of them were good. Now I would stand outside and laugh at both, but at the time I would stand in the middle, saying I like that and I like that. You don't need, and even if you prefer that, doesn't mean you don't like that.
But you know what? The real reason I don't do that is because what it does as a fan, it makes you wear the tinted glasses and you don't see what's really happening. So because you're so embroiled in whatever genre you're interested via pop culture, you become blind to what's really happening. And a lot of my friends, they laugh at me when I mention the word woke, and they laugh and they go, "Oh, Ian, you think everything's woke and stuff like that." But from my point of view, I think they're blind to what's happening, and the evidence is all around them. Do you know what I mean?
I know that, but the simple fact is, my brother-in-law.
Well, if he's a normie, mate.
Yes, he's very normie.
Well, that explains that.
He likes the modern Star Wars and stuff like that. The kids love it. However,
what first?
He was watching Wheel of Time,
right?
And my wife had said that I've got all the books and I've been looking forward to it, but I hated it. And he says, "Oh, I don't know why. It was so good. It was very Game of Thrones."
But the thing is, though, listen, PJ, right? It's because he's a normie, so he's excused.
He doesn't know what the books are, so I can understand that aspect of it.
Yeah,
but it's very Game of Thrones. That's exactly what they're wanting. They're wanting people to link it to Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but
Doesn't matter what the things are, link it to Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but
And
what I'm
that-
saying is that he's excused because he's a normie. It's just the fans, like the fans that I know,
Yeah.
that just put their glasses on and they refuse, and then they make excuses like, I'm going to watch it. No, I hate what they're doing to Disney, but I'm going to watch it anyway. And it's like, well, if you hate it so much, why are you watching it? If you disagree with what they're doing, you don't realize you're supporting this stuff. You're literally supporting this stuff. Well, why would you watch
Same
it
as
then?
this stuff here. That's why I don't watch the new stuff, because I just don't like it. So I've got all of
I'm a
them
huge
there.
Doctor Who fan, but the thing is, though, I can see what's happening, but I don't want to believe it. I'm half wearing my tinted glasses, but I have to admit I can see what's going on. And if I mention this on other streams, people will, they won't argue with me, but they will try and
I
avoid
gotta ask
it.
you, Ian. You saw the stream with the rabbi this morning. What
Yes.
do you think of his comments about the outfit being normal for English culture?
What outfit for what? Sorry,
The new Doctor.
No, it's what they showed. They showed what the new Doctor's wearing.
No, on the cover. The outfit that he's wearing on that cover.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Is that the one, the picture you've seen with him just?
It looks like a Chris Tucker from The Fifth Element.
Listen, right? It screams that he's gay, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's all I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's Hollywood normal.
But all I'm saying is that I don't think that look, I'm totally against race swapping and gender swapping. I've always come clean on that. And I honestly, truly believe that Doctor should not be black. And I probably can say that because I'm not white.
We did have the discussion about that the last time.
We did. Yeah, we did.
I understood, and I knew where you were coming from. However, if it was just a natural change,
but but guys, do you know the
I
reason
understood why you were saying that, and that was the thing.
But the reason why I'm saying that is because it sounds like, and it feels like to me, that we are not good enough. Black people are not good enough to have original characters created for them.
Yeah, you look at the fantastic characters that are already out there. Why not actually bring them back to the forefront? Blade. I've got the 3 movies. I love Blade 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah.
I
got it.
think they're some of the best, because just Wesley Snipes, that first movie, with this, you're basically seeing him say, and it doesn't look like it's a 50 cuts to do a sword fight.
It's because he knows martial arts.
Exactly, because you can see it. You look at him in what was the one with Sylvester Stallone?
What, Rambo?
No. The Wesley Snipes and
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man. Look how he was in that one. He played an absolute psycho, but God, that was a psycho I love to watch, because he's such a great actor. You put him in that, and it was boom.
What's this then?
Enjoy it.
This was a quote. I don't know what their source, but this was from Bad Wolf Archives, of which I've now been banned.
All my roles are trans roles. I love it. I feel blessed to tell beautiful trans stories. However, I feel we'll start making real change in the industry when trans people are cast in, what's that, cis roles?
Cis roles. That means normal. A cis man is a man. Yeah. A cis woman is a woman. And anything no cis is something different.
All right. Well, I think he's right.
I don't class myself as a cis male. I class myself as a male.
Well, I think he's right. If he's saying that they should cast him as what he wants to be and who he represents, that's fine. They should do that. Definitely do that and create new shows with this guy in it. Definitely, that's what they should do. It's not like I'm against people who want to say that they're a woman and they're not. If you know what I mean, I'm not against that. If that's what they want to do, that's fine with me. But I have an issue when they actually race swap characters that have been around for 50 to 60 years. I have an issue with that, and gender swapping as well. I have an issue with that because I don't think that's right, personally.
These people blocked me because I shared this tweet with the quote "ugh."
The quote what?
I just said "ugh," and the owner of the account looked at my timeline and is like, "Oh, I see where you're at," and then said something like, "God doesn't like bigotry or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like,
See, anytime I see anything that says bad wolf, anything, all I just think is BS. Anything.
I remember somebody said to me, "Oh, you got to respect them," and I always say, "You don't."
No, respect is earned.
Yeah,
No,
you don't. You don't get to demand my respect. Do you know what I mean?
You can earn it.
And why,
but you
and why
can't
should
demand
they?
it.
Yeah, you can't demand
can
my
earn it.
respect.
Anybody can earn your respect. It doesn't matter about their sexuality, color, race, whatever. They have to earn it. Just no matter what it's for.
I mean, I don't respect everyone.
I don't even respect everyone.
I mean, that would be
in my
foolish, right?
family. I don't even respect everybody in my family. So I'm not going to actually respect people I don't know unless they earn it.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. You make the value of distinction really to people. That doesn't, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I think it's really disrespectful that they demand my respect. If you know what I mean.
But they actually
Crazy.
disrespect you in return.
Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Never mind. We'll get off this subject because I know it's making Father a bit jittery.
nah.
As I said, I just think it's crazy.
Coffee.
But the thing is, as I said, it looks like, and I don't know this for sure, it looks like Doctor Who's going down that road. And if it is, then I'm definitely out. I can't watch. No disrespect to any of them.
I stopped watching it before Capaldi's end. I had stopped watching it, and then I started watching it because I like Peter Capaldi, and I didn't even last through his whole run. I've not watched it since. I'd never rewatched any of the new stuff. That's why I get rid of my new stuff collection that basically went. However, I was wrong about one thing. Remember, Ian, we had the discussion. I says the next Doctor was going to be female because there's no way on earth they're going to change it to a male. Well, it's on the down slope. Once it started climbing, they could change it to a male. And then I realised they double ticked the box.
I was afraid before they even cast.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to do it before Capaldi.
See, they ticked the box, changed it to a female. And then they double ticked the box. They changed it back to a male, but black and gay. They had to tick 2 boxes. Oh.
What? Was that? What?
Sorry, I was trying a few different things. And
trying to do different things. You try to actually tick me before I actually opened my mouth and missed.
Hey.
Hello, Jed.
Hey, what's up, PJ?
Hey,
Hey, Father. Sorry, I was taking care of real life stuff real fast.
Don't worry.
Yes. Are we talking about the Doctor, I guess?
Yeah. Father, I hear Casino's going to be down on the 16th.
Oh, good. Well, he's not.
Yeah,
he's from that area.
I'm gonna try.
I'm excited to meet him. Actually,
that's awesome. Did you hear him?
Well, I didn't tell Derry yet, but you should let him know. I mean,
no, don't let him know. Don't let him know.
No. Wait, we've said this for 2 weeks now. Don't let him know.
I know he probably knows anyway.
He knows. He already knows.
I'm going to be the only Brit there, PJ. I'm going to be the only Brit there, mate.
Well, I'm going to go shopping with him.
Remember,
I think on Wednesday.
You have a Welsh accent, a Scottish accent, an Irish accent, as well as your English accent, just to make sure you're all there for us all.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, no, PJ, I'm sorry, Father.
No. I was just going to say I have like 7 stores I want to hit.
I know you do. I wish I can come with you, but unfortunately, my sister's tagged along, and I'm going to have to look after her as well. So I know she won't appreciate walking around comic stores. So that's the way it goes, I guess.
No. Unfortunately, I'm not going to make any of these meetups. I've got a Comic-Con next weekend. Accordingly, there's a Comic-Con nearby next weekend.
There's one happening today in London, isn't there, PJ?
There may be, but I know my wife's away down to the Chelsea Flower Show with her mother.
Okay.
This weekend. So they're down there enjoying, but next week...
I still can't believe how popular the Chelsea Flower Show is.
Price, considering the price of the tickets.
Yeah.
I think for a day, £125.
Oh my God!
For a flower show. For a flower show.
For flowers? Just to look at flowers?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
how much to look at flowers?
£125 for a day pass.
It's madness, isn't it?
For that.
Yeah,
I can buy a couple of things for my room.
That is madness. Yeah,
yeah.
Go with
so
that
it's a bunch
of single malt and a box of cigars for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She went down. So a bus trip down to London. 2 nights stay over, and that was £350.
But you see, this is England for you. We charge a crap load of money to see flowers. We have tea. We have cucumber sandwiches.
Tuna
Yeah.
sandwiches.
Oh,
Think
this
of the
time
tuna
next week-
sandwiches, not cucumber.
This time next week, we'll be celebrating the Queen.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. Was she 97?
I've already got my Jubilee box there.
Wow. She's 97,
Yeah.
isn't she?
Yes, and I'm going to get some flags for next week.
Are you?
This is
Yes.
for the anniversary, not the age.
Jubilee.
70th Jubilee. Jubilee 70th year.
Yeah.
of
I
the
mean,
reign.
you know, she's done well. Let's put it that way. She's
Well,
done really well.
You think about it. I'm coming up for 60. A few years,
me.
but coming up for 60. She's been the Queen since before I was born.
Mm.
So
Do you-
the only
Pope
person.
Pius
in-
the 12th was the Pope.
Yeah.
No. Pius the 12th was the Pope when she became Queen.
Did you guys, did you ever see that film The Queen with Helen Mirren?
Yeah.
My wife's got a copy of it. Yes.
And
The
I
Queen-
didn't
the King's Speech was
realize.
good too.
Yeah, I didn't realize because they had that guy playing Tony Blair, didn't they? And I
Yeah.
didn't realize that when you meet the Queen, when you leave the room, you have to walk backwards.
Backwards.
Mhm.
Yes.
You can't
And
turn around. It's
You can't
crazy.
turn your back on the Queen.
That's absolutely crazy. Why?
It's a
Tradition.
it's a tradition, but it was a sign of disrespect, turning your back on someone.
Bloody
So
hell.
the
Sorry.
tradition is held that you cannot turn your back on the Queen.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Ah, well, never mind.
But that's what it was. It was tradition because at one point it was seen as disrespectful to turn your back on someone because when people were ostracized, you turned your back to them.
Well, I don't think we've ever had the Queen falling down the stairs, unlike your president.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he fell up the stairs. He fell up the stairs.
The stairs, yeah.
Oh no, he fell.
At least
up the
Ford.
stairs.
At least
How do you-
President Ford fell down. Not
Oh,
down.
yeah.
How do you fall up stairs? I saw that. I was like, huh?
I've done that. Who hasn't done
No.
that?
Okay.
Literally walking up, they just foot doing. So I found it funny, but I thought, yep, been there, and I was sober at the time.
The other night, I fell down the stairs and I took a tumble because I was trying to miss my dog. So I fell down the stairs and I went. My arms are still sore from that. So-
I've done it twice. Once
Yeah.
I came down on my backside, and oh my god!
Look, no disrespect to the president, but he seems very feeble, doesn't he? When he
Yeah.
talks, when he moves. And, how old is he?
78.
Oh, okay.
Somebody in chat says I've fallen up the stairs.
Ah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've done the same. I've done the same. I've fallen up the stairs at least once. Can't remember it was sort of
You
like
have.
me, but I've fallen down the stairs twice. One of them was on my backside, and my coccyx hit every stair on the way down. And oh, that was sore. The other time was we had in my mum's house. There was an old banister, and it got chopped, so you didn't have a banister. It was a low banister, but
Mhm.
somebody had cut it, so there was a stump. And as I was rolling down the stairs, I was about to hit the stump, and I had to literally push my hands. So I went over the stump, or else I would have broken every bone in my body, I think, because I was coming down that fast.
Jed, have
I
you
had-
seen Top Gun 2?
No, I was because we're gonna have the MF for. I'm probably gonna have to watch it today if I can find it because we're gonna talk about it on the MF for tonight. I know. And last night, Culture, when we were on the throwdown last night, Culture was the only one I think that saw it so far, and he kept raving about it the whole.
I
show.
loved it.
Yeah, I saw
I'm
somebody's
gonna
video
try-
saying we have to watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find some other means to find things. So
Do a Johnny Depp,
Mhm.
Caribbean, the pirate.
Yeah, so
I'm
yeah,
just looking at something.
yeah. So
What are you looking
if I can
Um,
find,
It's the thing that I was talking to the rabbi about that I can't do on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I find it hard to stick with what the rabbi is saying He talks a lot, and I'm like, sometimes I zone out halfway through what he's saying.
No,
I was like, what is he saying again?
I'm used to him because I had PJ and him in my ear one day, and it was.
Yeah, I've been on with the rabbi when we were doing the Judge Dead one.
What's even more worse is I had Noel, PJ, and the rabbi in my ear. So it's like...
Me, I'm very quiet.
Noel's unfriended
Probably
me.
I'm the quietest one in my family.
I love all three of them. Noel, and
I don't know what
Rabbi
I did to him, but he unfriended me.
Who did?
I don't know.
No.
Noel. Well, Noel's a bit he's a good chap. He's just you know, he takes things to heart, you know.
And
Noel.
he's in stressful situations a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot
Well,
of
there was something I don't remember what it was, but he took offense and probably being understood what I was trying to say and explained to Noel, no, he's not insulting or anything.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, you know, Noel's a good chap, but he does take things to heart, and he has to learn that. He has to learn that, you know, it's this is what people, when people live stream, it's not the be all and end all. If life's more important, you know what I mean? It's more important.
You see me, I get every father's seen this, and I know you guys, because I know PJ has it because he goes to bed early and stuff, and I don't know I don't know if you've been over there, but I get ripped on a lot on Thursday night for a certain part in my body. So, and it's not true, but yeah, it's a joke. It's a meme that's gone through because we are the Dicks division. So,
oh dear.
Yeah, so I take the jokes with strides, and even on our
you have to.
You got to take the jokes with strides,
because
man.
if somebody knows it can get you, they will keep using it. Yeah, I mean, my gorgeous locks of hair. Anytime somebody mentions them, that sort of it makes me red. Watch me. That's why I grew it down here, so I could actually just turn my face upside down every so often, make me feel as if I've got hair.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I'm going to grow it away down here so I can backcomb
it. Do a Gary beard.
I'm still growing it, but I know during the summer I'm just going to shave it off. If I go to Vegas, and I'm just going to shave it all off, and I'm going to look like a kid again. So.
Yeah, I won't be able to make it to Vegas.
Oh yeah,
I'm a bit scared actually because they had the shooting down in Texas, didn't they? So I'm a bit apprehensive now.
I'm actually trying to make things so I can get to Vegas because I know we're gonna have another Arizona meetup at some point. So that's gonna be good. So I get to see everybody again. But Vegas is one. I've never been to Vegas. I'm almost 50 and I've never been to Vegas.
I love Vegas.
Yeah, and this will be my first time, and I'll get to be down there.
Well,
with all
last year was my first.
Yeah, I'll get to be down there with.
You realise I might not have the Gary beard, but can I have the Gary look?
Yes.
Oh my God!
But your glasses aren't black enough.
Halloween outfit.
Your glasses aren't black enough.
Yeah, the glasses. No, the glasses.
I've got black glasses as well. These are my.
But those are more like they're more like purple.
Yeah, the glasses.
They're my reading glasses, and I've got black ones.
But do you know what, PJ? PJ, do you know what? Gary thinks wearing a bowler hat represents England. It used to in the 60s.
At one point, yes.
But now, but it's always been the flat cap. It's always been the flat cap. Seriously.
The guy would have done it. Yep.
Yeah.
Do you want to see what he probably thinks us Scots dress like? Hold on.
Oh God, here we go.
Oh, I want to see this. And at least
maybe I should get Gary a flat cap.
You should.
I should get him one. Yeah.
Or get him a Scottish cap.
Well, it's always been a flat
cap. That's excellent.
Declan Gary.
Here we go.
So,
yeah, Father Ted clip.
Oh, Father Ted.
Oh, we're probably getting.
Or the one with the cash.
Yeah, we may get.
It's still on the window.
No. The racist. Are you a racist?
Hello. I don't know why. We have to talk to this fascist. Come on now. It may have just been. Where are they going? I invite them round and they don't even let me tell them my side of the story.
That is
Excellent.
just a superb episode, that one. Down with that type of thing. Careful now.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Gary obviously thinks we Scots all wear this. He probably thinks Ross.
Oh, kilts, isn't it? Scotland's known for the kilts, aren't
Yep.
they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
He probably thinks we're all sitting with a Glengarry on.
No, you know what? Right, he's right. In the 60s, I've got a friend.
The John
My friend
Cleese thing.
his dad's from Nigeria, and when he immigrated to England in the 60s, he actually brought a bowler hat and he wore a suit and he had like a umbrella, and he thought that that's how he's supposed to look when he's in England. Do you know what I mean? So it was kind of like that, really. He's right. In the 60s, there were bowler hats.
There was
stuff,
more bowler hats, the same as
Yeah.
there was the trilbies and
yeah,
things like that.
yeah.
Whereas the flat cap, there's still more flat caps than anything else, but it's all turned into baseball caps now.
It also depended on what region you were in, what hat you wore too. So a lot of people don't understand that part right there. Because PJ knows this because PJ knows I have family from over there, so I knew.
I love Steed.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched this, Father? Have you ever watched this show?
I have the box set.
Avengers.
Dude, he
All
has
right.
the box set right there.
It's really good. I love it. It's so weird.
Actually, I just have the Emma Peel collection, so it's almost everything that Emma Peel's in.
Well, when it got to
Emma Peel.
Sarah King, basically the Americans took over, and the Americans wanted to explain everything, and that was the worst thing they did to it.
I actually like the reboot from the 70s.
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, the new Avengers.
The new Avengers.
Yeah, that was okay. It was alright. It's fun.
Okay, but when they got Americanized, that was the death of the show.
Yeah. Well, that was ABC got involved, wasn't it?
Well,
and then that explained what organisation they were working with.
Do you remember Jason King?
American ABC America.
Okay, because it does show ABC, but it's another British or whatever.
I don't know. I don't know.
But it's the same as remember when they tried to change how the world saw English, so they stopped having the spies with the bowler hats. It was things like Jason King, all the flower power stuff, the flowery shirts, the big bow ties, or the big cravats and stuff like that.
Well, that was
power.
that was when TV was transitioning.
Yes, that's
what I say.
Still had a tash, but his hair was away down here.
Yeah, my dad had a Jason King moustache. My dad.
My dad had a moustache my whole life.
Yeah,
he had a tash.
I just want to say hey to Cam because Cam gave me a shout out in the chat. What's up? Because Cam hasn't seen me in a while because some people haven't seen me because I've only been out back for like the past few weeks. But yeah, hey Cam, what's up, man?
Yeah, hi Cam.
So looks like we got about 40 minutes.
Yep.
Oh, we're good then.
Even though it says 14.
Yeah, well, yeah. We it's like 45 minutes.
As I keep stating, I can't watch Friday Night Tights. I mean, I do watch a bit of it, but I can't. I prefer his Nooners. I think his Nooners are brilliant. Personally,
I like the Nooners, but sometimes I think Friday Night Tights, the tangents they go off on, they're only funny to the group. They're only funny to the group that are aware of it.
I don't know. I mean,
no, I'm saying sometimes there's times where they're all in the joke and they're having a laugh and joke, which is fine every so often, but sometimes I find whereas I like Nooners because when he goes on a tangent, it's a tangent based on what pop culture, whereas sometimes the tangents they go on, there's things that happen within the group, and that's the parts.
I just missed the days when it was a little bit smaller, when it was like 2,000 watching instead of 12,000. And again, it's it's to Gary's success. I'm not criticizing him.
But same here. I mean, the thing about this is that I used to like it when it was a lot smaller. I understood what was going on, but it just goes to prove two things are going against it for me. One is the time zone, because they do go along and I have to go to sleep. But two also is, as PJ says, they do go off and stuff that I don't know about. So when I listen to that and I'm like, well, I don't know anything about that. I can't get in with the joke. So but I love his Nooners. I was listening to one with him and Chris Gore?
Yeah.
I was running down Battersea Park and I had it on my headphones and I was listening to them, and it's very entertaining what the stuff there is, so I'll take my hat off to Gary if I had one.
Bring one to Dallas and then take it off.
I will. I should buy him a flat cap. I don't know. I don't know how you would take that.
Gary
mine
Cat.
with
I
me.
bet he would wear it. I'm telling you, he would wear it.
No. Well, it's English. He loves all things English.
Yeah, I
So
know.
I just have to get him something English, I guess. Get him a flat cap. He'd be fine with it.
Flat cap.
Get him a good one.
He'll wear it on Friday Night Tights or some other stream. Like, yeah.
But as I said, there's lots of things you can get him. You can get him the Madness album that represents England.
Oh yes, the Madness album would be
this album that represents England. Give him a flat cap. That represents England.
Yeah.
Well, the flat cap is like the Irish cap too, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
it's basically.
Because I have the Irish cap.
The Northern Britain island, the flat cap. Yes, it's the same type of cap that Ian's got in his picture.
Yeah.
But you know what, right? The dead giveaway of Hugh Laurie in House that he was English was that in the actual show itself, he used to wear flat cap when he used to go. I don't know any Americans that wear flat caps at all.
I do.
So, you do? All right.
Yeah,
okay.
I have an Irish one.
So there you go. But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about the flat cap that represents England. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
We do have our own version of it. I mean, a lot of priests will wear it. It's just the black, kind of like your cap, but black.
But you can't have a black one. It's got to be grey, mate. It's got to be grey.
Mine is the greenish. Mine's the greenish kind.
Oh, is it?
Kind of like a pixelated green.
That's one of the pet hats I don't have.
I've got loads of caps.
I've got it's hats I've got. So I've got the Panama hat. I've got trilbies. I lost my pork pie hat at the airport.
Pork pie hat. That reminds me of Rocky. Pork pie hats.
Yeah, I left it at the airport. I went through check-in and I picked everything up because we were rushing. It was only when I got to the gate to go into the plane I went.
I used to have a cap when I was a lot younger when Empire Strikes Back came out, and it was a red and it had Empire Strikes Back written on it, and I lost it. And for the life of me, I can't find it anywhere. They don't sell it anymore. But that's one I haven't got. I've got Raiders. And I've got Aliens. Got the Aliens cap.
I have an indie hat.
Fedora.
The only hat I've got with anything written on it is my Trilby, and it's a Harley Davidson one.
Oh, cool.
I've got a few
I bought that when the
Harley
last
Davidson
Crusade came out.
bag and stuff like that. But it's hats I prefer, and I've only got one that I got in Vegas, which has got the Harley Davidson. I got it from the Harley Davidson shop in Vegas. So that's I like a hat. Every time I go on holiday, I always buy a new hat.
Well, when it's winter over here, I always wear my flat cap. But when it's summer, sometimes I wear the caps that I've got, the American caps that I've got. Sometimes
I've got a white Trilby, so I have.
He's like,
I've got two Trilbies, so a white one, a creamy white one, and a creamy white one with blue through it.
Oh, and by the way, Father,
yes.
I was talking to my mum a couple of days ago, and I was taking her to the chemist. And she said, and I said, I'm meeting a friend of mine. He's a priest. His name's Father Miller in the States. And she said, oh yeah, well, that's great. That's great. You're friends with a priest. And then I said, yeah, he's a geek as well. He likes comics and stuff. She couldn't believe it. She's like, priests don't like comics. They don't like comics. What are you talking about?
I get the same thing, Ian. They're like, priests don't like comics. They don't like geeky stuff.
The naughty list.
Did you check
Aftershock Comics? It's actually really good. It's kind of a twisted version of Saint Nick, but in this case, he's not a saint. It's just basically he's kind of an immortal because some star chose him, and he gives gifts to kids. So I mean, it was really good. But the thing I picked up yesterday, before seeing Top Gun, was about
She-Hulk.
5 or 6 of the Savage She-Hulk. Mostly because I wanted to read the original.
I was never a fan of
You got the covers up there? I want to see these. Did you have them, Father?
Yeah, but they drew her so sexy in those days, didn't they? Look at that.
And the number 10.
Dude.
Is that called the male gaze when I say that She-Hulk is quite sexy?
Oh, she was. She was, even when Byrne did his run, she was.
Oh, there's the
hot.
other ones.
Yeah.
But Ian, remember, the only thing about us males looking at it, they don't think about
how much was that?
lesbians
That's
looking
a
at
true
it,
believers.
so it's only our fault.
Oh, okay. I was like,
That's a
how did you
reprint.
get that? I was like,
No, they did have a number 1 for 200.
I was like, ooh, nice.
I paid $2 for that one.
That one's a higher up. I don't.
Well,
they're
it's not in the
charging our
best of
comics.
condition.
Oh, it's not. Is it
That
like
that number 1 that you showed us is a homage to the first Hulk cover, isn't it?
It's a reprint. So Marvel does reprints every now and then of the first issue of a comic, mostly because there's no way that any of us outside selling a kidney could afford it. So
yeah,
but no, I ended up getting a total of about 5 She-Hulk comics for $11.
Wow,
super.
They're not in good condition, but I mean they're cheaper than a new comic.
Are they legible? Can you read them? Can you actually
you
enjoy the artwork?
You can.
Do they need to be pristine then? That's the
There
thing.
was
comics.
Dude,
As long as you can read them and enjoy them.
9.8 to a 10 for like that to be like up there and like.
I don't know if you guys remember, there was a magazine called Cinefex, and this was before the internet and stuff.
Yes,
Cinefex.
Yes.
So I've got loads of them because I was really interested in special effects and how they did it. So Cinefex would have like something. It would
How
have
things were done.
Based on a film. So that Cinefex would come out on Roger Rabbit, how they did that, and they showed the pictures behind the scenes and
Ian,
Last Starfighter and all that. I've got loads of them.
Some of those are really, really super valuable.
Well, I've got them. So.
Yeah, keep those. Okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned Roger Rabbit. I gotta say that I did watch the new Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie last weekend.
Was it that bad?
You know, it wasn't horrible.
I don't watch any of the new stuff. So
I'm the same as Jed. I don't watch any of the new stuff.
Yeah, we kind of stopped. We tapped out. Like, how long ago, PJ, did we tap out?
I'm just going to do it because I want to review Miss Marvel, just because I need to make videos.
Yeah, the only reason why I would do it, and you can see it back in the past, the only reason why is because we didn't have anything for that week, so we're like, okay, screw it, we're going to go watch some of this crap. Yeah. So we can review it and talk. But yeah.
See, I think I'm the opposite, because the only time I'll watch something is if somebody recommends it as good. And there's been two movies over the last 2 years that have been recommended to me and were really, really good, and I enjoyed them.
Father, you're the only one I know, because I know there's a lot of priests on YouTube, but when they talk about things, like when they talk about movies, they always have God attached to what they're talking about. You're the only one that basically talks about pop culture. Really, it doesn't really. That doesn't really compute. Only when it comes to mind, it computes.
You know,
if you know what I mean.
Really thinking of. Okay, so if you saw my review of Top Gun, I did mention that there is an F-bomb. I mean, I will do.
No, that's
that
different
type of stuff.
Yeah.
But
Father, I understand that, because I told you
Mm.
my father-in-law's a retired minister.
Mm-hmm.
He does not like any media at all with bad language.
Yeah.
There's a couple of audiobooks I know he would love, but I cannot recommend them, because typically the authors throw in F-bombs for no reason, and I don't know why they do it, because if you take all the F-bombs out, the story's better, because there isn't that element that just seems to be there for the sake of it.
Yeah,
that's
sometimes.
the thing I don't understand.
See,
Some of them, they need it because of the type of story and the type of characters they're trying to build, but these ones weren't. There's Red Shirts. If you heard Red Shirts, there's a lot of F-bombs in that, but it is a really good Star Trek parody.
Mm-hmm.
It is great, and I would love to recommend it to him because he's a big Trekkie, but I can't because of the language in it, and it's simply the fact is they seem to put in F-bombs for the sake of it, and I don't know why they do it with certain media.
Well, and just to go back to your point, you know, that's why I have this channel. It's a mixture of theology and nerddom.
Right.
Because if I wanted to do a theology video, I will. But
Mm.
I just wanted to do a movie review.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
great.
It's the same with me. I
Yeah.
put my channel. I very, very, very rarely do new stuff. I just talk about things I enjoy.
Yeah.
Be it opening a box, magic cards, movies, TV. It's just whatever I enjoy doing. I'll do a video on it.
That
Yeah,
sounds
you know
like
what?
archivist.
Sorry, PJ. You know, tell the Viking to speak faster. This is how he speaks, right? He goes, "Of course, we will find out if it's good."
Hey, I got Viking blood
Yeah,
in me too.
Jim is it can be very slow in his speech.
He's funny. He's a good chap. though.
As the night goes on, you'll notice he gets a wee bit slower.
Yeah, he does a bit. He does a bit. Yeah.
A Friday, a Saturday night, we have a wee
Yeah.
tipple, but he
Yeah,
likes his meat.
He's a good chap.
Yeah.
In fact,
He's a great guy. He is a great guy, and he's knowledgeable, and he's
Yeah.
a lot of the stuff, and he.
In fact,
does
the majority
some
of people I've met on streaming, I've not met someone that I've got angry with, or or had an argument with, or anyone.
I can't say that because we've had I've had arguments on the archivist, and I've had arguments over at the MFer, and I've had arguments on Noel's
I wouldn't
channel,
class.
and,
I wouldn't class. I've ever had an argument. I've had a major discussion and disagreement with certain people. Me and he's had a disagreement with certain things, and I thought they were actually. I would never class any discussion about fandom as an argument. Yet
Yeah.
some people do argue over it.
They do.
Yeah, well,
And I don't understand that.
Well, I can't say on the MFer. It wouldn't be on the MFer, but I would say over on Clobbern's channel, our channel, and one of the other channels that I've actually got into. It got heated one last year on the 25th for the Star Wars show, and it just went.
But there was one on Friday
sorry,
Night Tights, wasn't there? There was one on Friday Night Tights between Az and Jeremy, wasn't
Jeremy,
there?
and everybody thought the two of them had fallen out.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but the thing is, they did fall out for that moment in time,
Yes,
didn't they?
in that moment in
and
time,
it became
they
personal to
automatically
both of
assumed
them.
after that they weren't going to talk to each other again. It's the same as anything. You can disagree, vehemently disagree, and then the next morning you go, right, how's things?
Well,
completely forgot about
sounds
last
like-
night in the argument or the major discussion.
It sounds like Doomcock's been kind of. I mean, there hasn't been any mention of him on Gary's channel at all.
Which is a shame because I love Doomcock and Gary on their
show, yeah.
But they haven't done that in almost a year.
I know. I wish they would because I do. I like the cryptids, the ufology, the pyramids.
PJ,
I like
thing
all
is-
that. I've watched all those stuff as well.
Yeah, but
and
the thing
there's
is that
nothing really there.
things evolve, don't they? And with everything, things evolve, and it's inevitable that things are going to
it
grow.
is.
I mean, if you keep going, PJ, your channel's going to evolve as well. Do you know? You can't stay in the same place all the time, can you? Do you know what I mean?
And that's the reason why it's taken me so long to get back, because there needs to be a new evolution to our channel. We can't do the same opening. I've been consistent about that, and all the guys, even PJ's even part of our channel. He's an honorary member over there, basically. Yeah, and he's not all the way in the inner circle, but he's an honorary member over there. And I was like, yeah, we need to step it up to the next evolution because we can't just have the same opening, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the same with mine. I did start my channel initially. It was a lot about Magic the Gathering. And then I realised that actually I've got a collection of geeky stuff and it's not just Magic. So I started doing reviews and movies and they were really, really, really bad with the and and in between. And they were terrible. But I kept them up.
Oh, I know.
As Gary said, look back to anybody's first channels if they're actually, you'll see how bad they were at the beginning, and they gradually.
Yeah, I just recently went back and saw the first few episodes. Oh my god, what a train wreck!
It's funny when you look back at your early stuff, you go, "Oh,
why was
I really like this program because
No, it was
and all that.
just
You're sitting there going, oh,
yeah, and and I go back and look at this stuff, and because we still have everything up on the channel from the first thing that we done to up to, because we haven't been on there because I've been trying to get a new opening done, and I do not want to bring the channel back with the same opening. I want something new.
You mean the introductory video?
Yeah, the introductory thing. I've been trying to do it. I want something new.
I'm looking at doing an intro for mine because I don't really do intros, and I have got a couple of intros that I made with the free software you get online. But my intro has to change because sometimes my guests change, or sometimes more people have added.
And again, if you're using Adobe Premiere Pro, you can subscribe to websites that have templates that you can tweak. That's how I did the countdown.
I use a free website which allows you to do intro ones.
Hey, PJ, can you give me that in the private chat over there?
I will. I'll dig it out.
Thank you, brother.
It just leaves it puts a wee stamp on it. So in the bottom corner, as you can look at some of mine, you'll see. Now just remember where I put it. That's the thing. Try to remember where I put the thing. I will dig it out. I just need to actually remember the name of it. So
I almost hit the wrong button.
Right, 26.
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back in.
What's going on?
Oh, we were talking about websites and building up intros, because I said I need a new intro because I'm not going to bring the channel back, with the old one. It will bother me because we've evolved now, and I said I went back and I watched some of the early shows, and I'm like, oh my god, why?
Well, I mean, as I said, everybody grows, don't they? Everything moves on, so. Yeah. You just got to, I guess, embrace it, I guess.
Oh, wait, no, and I embrace it. Like on Thursday night on a throwdown, I embrace all that. And you heard me last night. And at first, and I gotta admit this, it did bother me a little bit.
Really?
But it did. I was like, okay, look, dude, I'm in a place where I got a lot of my friends here. They're not doing this on purpose to be asshole. Sorry, father. To be.
Okay, you gotta play the clip.
What I can say right now is shame, 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 shame.
It took 2 weeks for me to cuss.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
Well, the last time I lasted about a month, so.
Yeah.
But
as I said,
they're not trying to be like that. It's just all in good fun. So I had to get used to that and everything else. So
I think every time I try and put a point across, I always try and put my tongue firmly in my cheek, because like you're dealing with volatile stuff, especially when people have strong opinions on stuff.
Oh yeah.
So if you say it like you're having a bit of a laugh about it, then I think people more accept it more.
Yeah.
I think I've only been peed slightly once on one of Dan's channels, but reality always slaps me in the face and say you need to step back because this is really not worth it. None of it's worth it.
Like you don't want to ruin up really good friendships, even though they were joking and stuff. And I had to learn that because I took stuff so serious at the start. And
I think that's what happened with, because I think it was Jeremy made some comments about him on Friday Night Tights.
That's it. I think that's what it was, because it was mentioned. I think there was some discussion that happened that they disagreed because Jeremy said about certain people using rumors.
Well, one of the people that actually got me that click, it was 2 people. It was Culture and it was Ryan. They're like, dude, you don't need to take things so serious. Everybody, it's all in good jest. We're all just joking. And that coming from Ryan and coming from Culture, both of them, and then Comics even said something to me. So it was Ryan, Culture, and and Comics. They're like, dude, don't take things so seriously. Go with the flow. Have fun. This is what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to be stressed out. This is all in good fun. We love doing this, And
so I met Culture when his beard wasn't grey. The first time I met Culture was during the pandemic through
Yeah.
Fraser's channel. In fact, that's the first time I met Culture, and his beard wasn't grey. Now it's grey. It's kind of greyish.
That's
We
because
we
he
don't call it grey, we call it distinguished.
Well,
Oh, okay.
no, he hasn't colored it.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I put
Just-
a link in the private chat.
But yeah, just like comics is probably going to the salon today, like we were teasing him last night.
But people can give you money now, Father, can't they?
They can.
Because you've
Yeah,
you've
they
gone
can.
You can
over.
actually put the
I
sheet
set up a
around
tip
it.
jar.
A tip jar.
Yeah.
It's a,
Don't forget.
Has anyone gave you money, Father?
Yeah, I've actually had probably a total of 100,
Wow.
which,
That's
as
very
I
lot.
say, is
the
going
good thing,
towards
Father,
comics.
see in Rumble, I've earned 2 cents. So nowadays I can put my 2 cents worth in. Because in Rumble, that's how
But
much
you know,
I've
the
earned,
thing is,
2
as I
cents.
say on the description, it's going towards comics. Because when I go to Dallas next month or in a few weeks, I'm going to go to some shops.
Yeah.
But I'm always in the mood to buy new comics.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to next Saturday going to a Comic-Con, another one. The last one I went to, that's where I got the Funko of the Orca, and I got some good stuff. But that was a last minute. Somebody says, "Did you go to Comic-Con yesterday?" And I thought, I didn't even know it was on. I didn't know they had started back up. So I went in for a couple hours. This one, I'm prepared, which means I've been saving some money and go. So I'm looking forward to it.
I haven't bought a comic in years, because obviously comics that they have now are just terrible.
I have bought comics, but they're basically things like the Rabbis ones and Sentinel comics, the ones that are Kickstarters and stuff like that. And I bought some Commando comics and Star Blazers classic.
I
comics.
still collect
I'm not-
soundtracks though, and Blu-rays. I got to admit, I haven't got enough Blu-rays, but I should buy more.
I bought a box set of Blu-rays, 2 movies.
What were
in
2
the
movies?
cellophane for £2.
What were they?
I was going to do them for my pick of the week tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
But I'll show.
Do you know what I watched a couple of days ago, and it's
What did
still
you watch?
great?
What did
The
you-
Avengers on
Dude, which-
Blu-ray.
Ah,
That's that.
Oh,
PJ got Tron.
still in the cellophane, £2.
let me see if I can put that on the big screen.
What one?
Hold on, where the
Tron.
heck? Oh, there it is.
I don't like Tron. I didn't like the second one. I didn't
Wait,
like
wait.
the first one.
The first
The,
one was
the first
awesome.
one I loved. The second one,
It's terrible.
The first one was so slow. I
Yeah,
just
I-
fell asleep halfway through it.
I can't. Oh, I had somebody else that said that to me the other day, and I was like, "How can you fall?" They said somebody told me the other day they fell asleep through Empire. I was like, "What? How can you sleep through Empire? It's awesome."
Maybe they were tired.
What? And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Okay, she's not girlfriend material then."
when I try to review something or give my opinion on something, I always try to make sure it comes from me rather than being influenced by people around me.
Oh, I know.
It's hard to avoid other people's opinions,
Oh, it
when
is,
you see
especially
stuff
on YouTube.
Yeah, but I can honestly truly say that Tron was boring for me as a kid and as an adult watching it again. It was just dull and slow. And the second one was even worse. The second one, I almost fell asleep halfway through that one. I mean, I've seen that in the cinema. So I'm not really a big fan of Tron. And I know the guy that created Tron as well. I actually know him. He was going to hire me to direct a Wesley Snipes movie, but it all fell apart because they went to shoot in Ukraine rather than England. So I can't remember his name. What's his name? He's a Jewish guy. I can't remember his name.
Spielberg.
But no, it's not Spielberg. But if you look on the credits, he's the one that actually he was responsible for getting it out there or half created it. And he gets money. He got money for the second one. He was telling me at one point, but he's retired now. God, I can't remember his name. Oh, such a long time ago.
I picked up another 2 things that I'm going to show tomorrow, but I'll give you a thing when we were talking about I got that one.
Good.
Yeah, Philip.
Elizabeth II from Princess to Queen. So I got that. I picked that up. And look at this. This is my prize pick from the charity shops.
Oh, nice.
Asterix.
Oh, dude.
It's a mirror one. So
How did you
I really
find
like
that?
the film.
I love the
the
film.
the
I love the
film.
comics. I love the comics.
Yeah.
I'm still been looking for the comics in the charity shops and stuff.
Wait,
But-
PJ, have you ever seen the big book that they have of it? They have everything in like one book.
Oh no, I haven't. seen
Yeah,
that. I need
it's
to look
out there,
for
and
that.
I've seen it, and it was like $200. It's everything.
So, PJ, do you
Yeah.
remember when you were young and you were in primary school and they used to take you to the library and they
Yes.
said, right, go and get books to read? The
Doctor
only
Who.
books I would read, or even just look at the pictures, is UFO books, Asterix.
Asterix,
And
yes, as well.
who's the guy? Who's the cowboy with the gun? Lucky Luke. You used to read that, Lucky Luke, as well. I don't know if you remember Lucky
See,
Luke.
No, it was. I never. It was the Scot. Who was the Scottish one? It was. Well, you had Andy Cap. We used to get Andy Cap. And
Yeah.
they would do stuff. But there was the Scottish one. What was it? Oh, they have got a statue up in Glasgow for him, and I can't even remember his name.
But Andy Cap was very London based,
It
didn't
was
he?
very
Yeah.
northern, yes,
Mm,
but
yeah.
with the shot, with the bonnet and the.
Do they
Oh,
still have comic strips in newspapers these days?
Yeah, they do.
Yes,
because
certain ones.
Yeah,
certain ones.
our newspaper we have out here, we still have them.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I don't buy the newspapers, but I think things like the Sundays still have fill out strips.
Do they still have page 3?
Oh, gee.
They do, but they actually are fully clothed.
It's toned down. It's toned down. A lot.
Oh, is it?
Toned down.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
they
not
do.
page- it's not
Because I
page
used
3
to laugh that the people were up in arms about things like that, but then you go to page 7, there's all the Chippendales.
It's like,
they would
hey,
kick,
how
they
you
would kick
doing?
up
It's an
about a woman
RBC.
thing, but they would have pictures of all these men in a banana hammocks and
Mm.
nothing else, and they would say how that's artistic and that's not.
Yeah.
It's really
But-
funny because when I was in LA, I was noticing loads of different things. I said this as father before. I remember watching TV the first time in LA, and all it was adverts for food and the news about black people getting shot. That's all it was, like 24/7. So in between was shows. In between it was like different shows and stuff. But when they had a break, it was like McDonald's, it was Burger King, it was it was just food. I was really amazed. I was like, wow, so much food they're advertising on TV. It's crazy. But anyway, that was my experience of LA.
Well,
Oh,
we are
LA,
now
I've been-
15 minutes over, so
Yeah.
we'll
That means it's
probably
another
be
15
stopping
minutes.
soon.
Yeah, another 15 minutes probably.
You're destroying our fun, Father.
Yeah. Well, tonight
You'll
I'm
join.
actually planning to sit up and watch the whole thing. My wife's away, as I say, is away, and I'm just going to sit and just go fall asleep here.
What were you watching?
Friday Night Tights. I'm going to watch it today
Ah,
for the
okay.
first time because I never
I'm-
last by about
I'm
midnight.
probably gonna have Friday Night Tights and see if I can find something else on the side. So
Well, I've actually
watch.
just finished watching Tremors, and I've actually
Oh.
started. I'm actually on the Survivors.
Ray
Robin
Lotto
Williams and
died,
Walter
didn't he?
Matthau.
yeah,
he did.
on the throwdown last night we had that was our ending segment. We talked about Ray Liotta last night on a throwdown.
It's a shame, really. He just died in his sleep.
Yeah,
That's the
67.
best way to go. That's the way I want to do it. I want to go to sleep and not know that I've died until I wake up the next morning.
That's what I say to my family. I say if say for instance a big meteor was coming towards to destroy all life, what I would do is probably get something from the chemist to go to sleep and just obviously not wake up, obviously. And I don't want to see it coming towards me. I just want to go to bed, take the pills, get into a deep sleep, and then that'll be that.
'Cause you don't want to feel it. Like
No, I don't want to feel
You
anything.
just don't want to know you've died until you wake up the next morning.
No, when he wakes up the next morning, he's the only one alive.
Yeah, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
That was the day of the trip, wasn't it? You were the only
No,
one
that's a Twilight Zone episode
because
too.
everybody
was.
didn't see
The
the
library.
The lights.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was. The guy goes to sleep and he's the last one alive.
That was the Burgess Meredith. He goes
Uh-huh,
into
and
There's a few
his-
of them.
and at
the
the end, his
library. The
glasses,
Burgess
his
Meredith
glasses.
one was he went in to read in the vault
Yeah.
when the bomb. And he brought
I
his glasses.
I want to ask you a question, Father. If something like that was going to happen, and they discovered that something was coming towards Earth and all life was going to be distinguished, what would the church's stance be on that? What would
Get to
what would you
confession.
think people would do? You reckon there'll be a queue a mile long for confession?
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Right after I go to confession, then I'll hear them. Hey, I gotta get right too.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
But no,
Absolutely
seriously,
crazy.
that's the thing. If there was something like that happening, I really think there would be a long line for confessions.
Yeah, it'll be pick a number.
I mean, just think of it as on the beach.
Yeah, it'll be like Beetlejuice. You'll be sitting me a number, 4,312, serving number 6.
But do you reckon people? Because some people will just go mental and start breaking stuff, and
Oh
you
no,
know.
you know what I would do, and this is what.
Basically, people will go crazy because there's no consequences, so they'll do whatever they want.
Yeah, some people will.
Kind
There'll
of
be other ones.
seeking a
There's
friend
no,
for the
there's
end of the
no
world.
atheist in a foxhole, so it'll be that attitude across the board.
If you saw that movie,
Which one
Seeking a Friend for the End of the World.
is that? The one with Keira Knightley?
Yes,
Yeah, that was okay. I kind of liked that film.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I like the ending where they were both under the covers, and then everything goes white. I thought that was quite nice. But yeah, I mean, they found solid. I think they found because she couldn't get to her family, could she?
Right.
And he was trying to get to his, but then he found out a lot of stuff, didn't he? And then it was quite a good film. I thought it was quite good.
It was.
Yeah.
Do you know world-ending movies I don't like?
Oh, what a surprise!
There's certain ones. The ones that basically doom and gloom, the world's coming to an end, fine. It's the ones where you get a handful of survivors and something's wiping them out. So it could be the monsters one. That was the Loving Monsters type
I love
thing.
that film. That was great.
I thought it was fun, but
It was
the
a good
fact
movie.
is there's small communities and they have to survive. To me, that's basically telling you
God.
the world's coming to an end.
That's
Anyway,
the BBC one, isn't it? Is that the BBC one?
That was the one that was the one that got banned, wasn't it?
No, that was the War Games.
That was scary. The threads when I remember when BBC showed it, and I was watching, I was thinking that's so scary. And then the Americans had one, didn't they?
Ours was first.
What was your one called
Day
again?
After.
Day After. That was it.
Yeah,
The Day After it wasn't
those
all that
type of
great,
ones
but
where
the-
you've got small pockets, and the thing is, it's the same as zombie ones, the small pockets, because no matter what, the humanity's coming to an end. This is just actually giving you a false hope, as if it they would survive enough to actually grow again. The humanity's coming
The
back.
British
you know.
one more scarier than ours.
It is.
Oh yeah.
Do you know
yeah,
why
more
the
graphic.
British one is more scary? I
It's
think
graphic.
it's a bit more graphic, but it's also the guns. Because I know it sounds silly, but when you see a survival one, a lot of people have got weapons because obviously Americans more gun culture. Even people who don't have weapons, there is shops that can sell it. So if anything happens, they can break into the shops and they can get their hands on it. Even going to a police station and raiding it, get it if they're so. But whereas over in Britain, because guns are so few and far between and people can't perceive getting their hands in it, if people have got guns, it's scarier, but also there's far less of it. So if you imagine a zombie one here, Britain's white because nobody's got a lot of ammunition, guns and ammunition.
No.
to survive
That's
it.
the reason why you use a katana or a hammer or a knife or something to take care of those fools.
Yes, but it's what I'm saying. It's more vicious, more
yeah, I
visceral.
know, it's
So
more
that's why
vicious,
thingy,
yeah.
because you don't see somebody with guns shooting them all from a distance.
I
and then
always,
suddenly getting overwhelmed, but
always
it's
said
a
if
peaceful-
everything went there, I wouldn't be using guns. I would go the silent approach because that's how you would survive.
Oh, I just remembered, Father, the thing you and the rabbi was talking about. You were talking about the Ricky Gervais thing, weren't you? And he didn't
did
have
talk a little bit about-
yeah, he had a problem with the thing that he said about God and AIDS, didn't he?
I haven't seen it yet.
But I saw all of it, and I thought it was very funny. And I think that comedians should be allowed to joke about anything really. And if you get offended, then you get offended. But you shouldn't go and slap someone on stage or whatever.
Right.
No.
But I think the point that Ricky was trying to make was how ludicrous it is. It sounds that God had created it. That was Ricky's point, and I don't think the rabbi got that. I think all the rabbi heard was God, 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 and the way he described it, which was kind of a bit. But the thing is that the whole point of Ricky's jokes was to show you how ludicrous these things sound, and I think the rabbi missed that. I think so. But anyway, that's my opinion.
Like I said, I hadn't seen it, but that makes sense.
See, the way I look at comedians is if they say things that offend you. So if they're anti-Christian jokes, then just don't watch them. Simple as that. They can joke because we're just not their audience if they say things that are against what we believe. That's the way I look at it. So I see a comedian and he's going on about whites this and whites that, or males this or males that, or gay straight people this. I just don't find it funny, so I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
But there's some comedians that do that I find that the way they do it is a more humorous way, because it's not a case of bashing certain groups. They're having a joke around with the groups, not necessarily having a go at them. And I think that's what it is. If you don't agree with how the jokes and the people who say the jokes, just ignore them.
No, but basically, the reason why the people were upset is because that there's truth in the jokes that Ricky was saying, and that's why they get upset. It's got nothing to do with the way he says it or what he's saying. Yeah, well, actually, it does have a lot to do with what he's saying. But what I'm saying is that within those jokes, it's the truth. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Well, we are going to wrap it up. So, thank you guys for joining.
No worries.
Thank you for having us.
We'll catch everybody on the next time.